You are now watching Zach Lesage, the best place to learn about competitive Pokemon TCG. Let's get it! Yo, what's poppin' YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Zach Lesage here, word up. Today we are going to be covering over Leafeon VMAX, one of the evolution Pokemon that we've previously covered on the channel, but we covered in our pre-rotation format. Now we're covering in our post-rotation format to get everyone informed for all their upcoming tournaments, PTCGO ladder, all that great stuff. If you haven't already, give this video a like. If you're new to the channel, give this video a like. If you always watch my videos, give this video a like. Really helps out a lot. Let me know in the comments below what your favorite evolution deck is. And of course, subscribe. We just passed 5,600 subs. Getting to 5,700 would be awesome. We're so close to getting to 6,000, so let's get there all together. Leafeon VMAX focusing on your opponent's retreat costs using Galar Mine. Seems like a pretty cool concept, but let's jump into the deck list, see exactly what we got going on there. You can copy and paste the deck list from the description below right into PTCGO. And yeah, let's move over to PTCGO and see what we got going on with this deck. So hopping into the Leafeon VMAX deck, you got the Leafeon VMAX here. I love the alt art of this card. There's something about it that's just like, I love it. Grass Knot for a grass and a colorless, 60 times for each of the retreat costs in your opponent's active's retreat cost. So each star, whatever. So you see right over here, that's what we're looking at. And we can increase that for all Pokemon with Galar Mine. And we also have Tool Scrapper to stop our opponent's air balloons, which could reduce the retreat cost. So the goal here is to either one-shot or two-shot most Pokemon in the format with Grass Knot relatively quickly. And we're using the Inteleon lineup that seems to be working for most decks where you got some quick shootings, you got access to shady dealings on the Inteleon and Drizzile line, and you got the Sobble that could search out other Rapid Strike Pokemon, aka other Sobble. Going first, you really want to go first with this deck. You have Greening Cells, which allows you to get an energy, so you're basically always on track to do Grass Knot turn 2. I've rarely ever used Max Leaf, but it could be cool. In the event of something where you just get knocked out, you always have Raihan, which can just get another one on and going. So this deck is an aggressive beatdown VMAX deck. You got some sneaky plays with shady dealings and quick shootings. And of course, your opponent might make mistakes with Galar Mine, not understanding where the retreat cost is coming from. We don't want to wish any mistakes on anyone, but I know I've personally fallen victim, similar to Path to the Peak, where you just don't necessarily figure out, you just don't know what's going on with Galar Mine. Overall, I think this deck is a great use of Leafeon VMAX. I mean, just doing a lot of damage over and over again. Leafeon VMAX seems just content and good. I am worried about like it being a little bit of a combo deck, to be honest. Like your opponent can reduce the retreat costs. So that means you need to get Tool Jammer, you need to get enough energies in play, and you need to find a Galar Mine. At least there's no Chaotic Swell, so it's technically better than pre-rotation. The matchup spread might be a little bit different, but Leafeon VMAX seems cool. Let's jump into some gameplay and see exactly what's going on here. So we're gonna, we won the coin flip. I was gonna say, we're gonna try to go first. I mean, I'm literally probably gonna start off with most games being like, we're gonna try to go first. We'll give our opponent the friendly hello. Yes, we wanna go first. Let's hope we get a decent setup here. This is what we're talking about. We have access to Leafeon. We have access to a level ball to grab a Sobble. Lots of good stuff going on here, and we can always Greening Cells to grab an energy. As long as we don't play against fire, I think going first with Leafeon is good against most decks. So we had a Dragapult deck. That's kind of fine. Not a lot of like retreat stuff going on with this deck, so it gets a little bit awkward. But if we're able to start attacking our opponent really quickly, that really counts. So let's go level ball, search through our deck. We're gonna grab a Sobble here. You can see we did prize a Sobble. Just trying to see if there's anything like super important that we're missing here. We have our Galar Mines. We have our energies. We did prize a Tool Jammer. Nothing like super serious. We're going to go for Sobble here. We're able to get out pretty much whatever we want. I don't think it's worthwhile for us to go ahead and use Crobat for like one. I'd rather avoid playing things like that down. So let's just go Greening Cells and attach to ourselves. So we are all set up here, ready to go. We can grab Drizzile to grab Galar Mine out next turn. The only issue is that we do not have a way to knock out the Dragapult V next turn. So if they get a relatively slow start, we could do a lot of damage. But we got to look at it. We are able to two-shot a Dragapult VMAX. And that's really where our numbers are going to come down from. We want to two-shot a VMAX. So we're not looking to knock out a V. It's nice to knock out a V, don't get me wrong. But it's better for us to knock out a VMAX. We'll see what our opponent's doing. They might do a cute play where they go ahead and Boss's Orders hit us for 30 here. so they can get a Drizzile with 90 with Max Phantom the following turn. But no, they're just our opponent's big vibe in here. That's cool. So we're going to go Tool Jammer onto the active. I mean, it's usually fair just to put it onto a Leafeon. I might go ahead and try to get set up here with, like, we either hit them for 60. I think I'm going to go for... You want to know what? We're going to go ahead here and go for the Drizzile. And we're going to go for a Galar Mine. And then I'm going to go ahead and go for the Crobat. I don't want to necessarily miss an energy. So it's harder to get a Galar Mine out of the deck than it is an energy. And we do want to two-shot this Dragapult. So we're going to get set up like that. Hopefully we can find an energy. Capture energy would be super ideal. Yo, let's go. Capture energy. We're just going to get another Leafeon set up here. We have access to Level Ball. So we can go Level Ball, search our deck for another Sobble. I think Sobble seems fine. Now, we have the option to go ahead and go Research. I don't see there being a reason to go Research. We have access to an Inteleon that we might want to discard. Like, there's nothing that I'm really, like, caring for here. So I'm just going to go ahead and go Grass Knot. One cool thing that we could do next turn is maybe attach a Grass Energy to this Leafeon and heal some of the damage that they do. So they're forced to attach an energy into a Dragapult that's going to get knocked out if they want to hit us for Max Phantom. And here it looks like they're just going to knock out the Sobble, do 130 to the active, and then knock us out. Oh, and it's weird that they're actually playing that because they still need the energy. That's the issue. Got it. And they have Crushing Hammers. Got it. Some lists play Crushing Hammers, some lists do not. Their Tool Jammer is not going to work because they won't be able to retreat. They might play some kind of Altaria. I can't tell which Altaria, like if they're evolving into the Dragon one that came out in this set, or what exactly is going on there. Maybe it's the Champion's Path one. Either would fit in with this deck likely, so we'll have to see exactly what our opponent's doing here. But overall, I think we're in a pretty good spot in order for them to maybe not hit us. Maybe they don't have the energy because they did pitch their hand away. They have one card left in hand. Looks like they're going Guru to try to reach for it. If they don't have the energy, they're trying to pitch it off, like just get it off their deck. And if they get it, they're down to a 0 card hand. Yep, so they're just going Shred. And now that they have 1 retreat cost left, we need to find a Galar Mine, basically. So Galar Mine is going to allow us to attack. I think that sounds fine. Let's go for a Galar Mine. Galar Mine, that brings it to 3. So yeah, we basically needed to get the knockouts. And it stops the path to the peak. Not that I'm really worried about it. We don't really have abilities that I'm too worried about. Let's go for Inteleon. Let's just start building up another Leafeon. So as much as quick shooting would be awesome, I'm fine to just grab an energy search. And we can go for, well, our evolution incense is, oh, we do have evolution incense. Cool. So we can get everything all set up there. So I'm totally cool with just getting set up. Our opponent doesn't really have a great setup. And we're up 3 prize cards. They're down a couple energies. So next turn, they can't even use Max Phantom. Unless, of course, our opponent goes for a Raihan or something like that. So really just like the consistency of this deck, really showing we could go ahead and pitch this again. I think I do want to do that just to get out another Sobble if that's okay. Yep, we are going to be able to get out another Sobble, so I'm going to Quick Ball actually away a Quick Ball because there's really nothing else that we want to search for in the deck. We have the 2 Leafeons. If they get through 2 Leafeons, we lose. So it's one way to look at it. We also have Level Ball if they do shuffle things. I'm just going to keep that in my hands. And we're going to go Grass Knot. So the reason why the Tool Jammer is so important because otherwise their Air Balloon would just reduce the retreat costs, but we were able to take the knockouts. And getting Tool Jammer there is fine. In case our opponent does do anything, maybe they played Tool Scrapper to get rid of this. And if they do go for some kind of play when it comes to Altaria, we might be able to go through it with, let's say, a quick shooting Inteleon or something like that. That sounds fine. Their deck's a little bit annoying with the Fan of Waves, but we still have 2 energies compared to our opponent's 1. And since they played Research, they have no other way to accelerate energy into play. So we can go Galar Mine, bring this Pokemon up, and then we're just in a position where we're pretty close to just knocking out our opponents. We do need to find an energy, though. That's the biggest issue that we have right now, is that we do not have an energy. And I did use my energy search, not thinking about Fan of Waves, so we don't necessarily have a searchable way to find the energy in the deck. And that would be really awkward for us to deal with. So maybe they're just going to sacrifice the Zigzagoon. I mean, again, not really a big deal. We might be able to just kind of eat around their Pokemon in play. But right now, I think we're generally okay. If we just top deck an energy, we're back in business. And we have everything that we'd ever could have asked for. Cool. We did not top deck an energy, but we did top deck a quick shooting Inteleon, which I'm totally about. I don't know if I care about escape rope. It's something where, like, we might be able to take out an Altaria, or they might just feed us the Dragapults. I think I'm going to go ahead and play it just in case, because we can always bring up this other Leafeon. And I think they're like, do we bring up the Guru? Do we have to, like, they... Okay, yeah, they're just going to bring up the Swablu. That's fine. Let's go for Drizzile here. Let's just make sure that there's nothing else that we want out of our deck. And I don't think we're going to find a way to get energy or anything else like that. Like, so far we have the Galar Mine in our hands. I think we're probably just going to pitch this hand away. As unfortunate as that might sound, I think it's one of those things where we're just generally fine. I'm going to go Level Ball at this point. We don't need another Drizzile for the rest of the game. So we're going to go Galar Mine here. Tool Jammer. We're not playing the boss. We're just going to go ahead and go research here. And we did find an energy sick. So we are able to go like this. I will be able to go for the knockout on that Pokemon. So I'm going to start going quick shooting on... You want to know what? I'm going to start going quick shooting here because we might be able to eventually just quick shooting knock that Pokemon out. This poor Swablu has a lot of retreat costs, so we are going to be able to knock it. So we're down to 2 prize cards, and that sounds like a really awkward number. We would have loved to hit into the Dragapult, and the Fan of Waves is really what's setting us off. But it is one of those things where if our opponent ever drops like a what's it called, a Dragapult or another Pokemon or anything else that's just kind of like a 2 prize card Pokemon, we might be able to get around whatever they have in play. Got a lot of Zigzagoons in this deck. Jeez, I was not expecting this at all. If we are able to put a bunch of damage counters on those Zigzagoons, we might be in a really good spot. Even if they hit us, I think we're in a really good spot now. I don't see a way that we necessarily just lose this game, because we can start attacking with Max Leaf. And it seems like our opponent, again, probably for all those spots they have with Zigzagoon, they might not have the energy, so they're just going to concede there. A little bit of a quick click, but we take those. Okay, so our opponent's calling the coin flip. We lost the coin flip. That's fine. They're likely going to go first. Again, like I said, most decks are just going to be able to go first. And we're going to mulligan, but we're able to, like, likely get set up with some kind of Leafeon, build up an energy, maybe slow down our opponent a little bit. Nothing, like, super crazy going on here, but, like, we seem like we have an okay-ish start. So we could even go off for like a keep calling, or maybe we can even get something like, we don't know exactly what their deck's playing. It looks like it is an Eternatus deck, but maybe they have just like a bit of a rough start, or maybe they're going to be focusing heavy on the Umbreon VMAX, which is weak to grass, things like that. So they're just, yeah, there's their energy. I'm not entirely sure what's going on here. So that Leafeon going down there, absolutely huge for us. Before we go in with anything, we can go ahead and go Quick Ball away our Evolution Incense. I don't really want it, or maybe take away the Quick Shooting Inteleon. I'm not sure. What are the other? Quick Shooting Inteleon, or do we get rid of Evolution? I'm going to go for the Quick Shooting Inteleon. Rest in peace. We're going to go for a Crobat here, and we're basically going to try to get set up. So just trying to make everything happen. Our opponent doesn't look like they have too much going on. Let's go Escape Rope here. Go for a Galar Mine, and we're able to draw a bunch of cards off the Crobats. You want to know what? There's really not much else that I'm looking for here. We have access to Evolution Incense. We have extra energies. We're vibing. We are absolutely vibing. So we're going to go Greening Cells and grab another Grass Energy. We can fully check through the deck, but you can see we can just grab a Leafeon VMAX next turn, and we are ready to start attacking into our opponent's Pokemon. We can go for a Boss's Orders, knockout if they have Eternatus or an Umbreon. Oh, okay. It looks like could just be like a dark box deck. I'm honestly not sure. This is also weak to grass, so it could be something easy for us to knock out. Okay. Not entirely sure what's going on here, but I'm totally cool to start knocking that out. We had a very good hand, by the way, but it's okay. This hand's also very good. And depending on what we get, we can knock out their Eternatus as well. So they have 4 retreat costs right now. I'd love to knock that Pokemon out if we had this opportunity. And they're probably just going to go Crobat, draw a full hand of 6. But we're really like 1 card away from just knocking out their E-turn and stopping their setup completely. Alright. So maybe they're just going to grab another E-turn, or maybe they're going to grab a Galarian Moltres V. Because they want to start building up their energies in play. So if we're able to get an Evolution Incense, Leafeon VMAX, another Drizzile, we can knock out E-turn. Okay, so we're not going to be able to do that. We're not able to do that. So let's keep it on the safe side. Let's go for Drizzile. Let's make sure that we can get out our Leafeon here. So, I mean, I think that sounds like a really good plan. So Evolution Incense is just going to be able to get that. Let's grab Leafeon VMAX. Yep. And let's go like this. I mean, so far, so good. We could go for a Capture Energy on something else. We maybe, like, they're probably just going... I think we're only going to use Grass Knot. I'm just trying to double check and think while I'm playing. Let's go Capture Energy onto this Drizzile. Because I don't think they're going to necessarily bring it up. We're going to search our deck for a Leafeon here at this point. I just want to make sure we have enough energies. Yeah, we still have 5 energies left. So let's grab another Leafeon here. And let's go for a research. They have a 4-card hand, so they might be in a little bit of a pickle. We can go ahead here and go Drizzile. Searching our deck for... Do we have another Drizzile? Yeah, we have everything. So let's go ahead and grab a... Do we need a Quick Ball? Let's just grab another Level Ball. So the reason why I'm saying grab a Level Ball is because we can go Level Ball, grab a Sobble, and now we're able to have a Drizzile for the following turn. We've already attached for our turn there. I would have loved to attach there, but that's fine. Let's go ahead and Grass Knot this for enough damage. Lots of damage there. 480. You know, that's a big chunk of change. Now, our opponent's likely going to try to hit us for 270 damage. That's really the big goal here. And they also have 5 retreat cost now, so we are able to hit them for a lot of damage. We can actually hit them for 300 damage plus 20 from quick shooting. So I don't think they'll be able to get the full knockout on us. I think we're in a really good spot here. Yeah, and they're just going to concede because they fully realize what's going on, but we're going to take that dub. Hopefully you enjoyed watching this video. I mean, there's a lot of cool things going on with Leafeon VMAX. Sure, you might miss with Galar Mine, but hitting for a lot of damage with Grass Knot it's a big deal. So I think it's overall, it's one of the best decks that we have in our formats. Be sure to give it a try if you haven't already. Again, the list is in the description, so check that out. Give this video a thumbs up, like if you like the content. I mean, it really helps out, even if you were like, yeah, it's okay. It really does help me out as a content creator. Leave a subscription if you haven't already. I mean, we're so close to 5,700. And yeah, leave me a comment below letting me know. Let's spark a discussion. Want to talk about anything? Let me know what you want to talk about. I'll catch up with everyone later. Have a wonderful night. Peace out. I want to give a huge shout out to everyone who's become a channel member. It's one of those things where I appreciate every single person who watches my videos, and I mean, that's really where it counts, but for the channel members, they've gone out of their way to financially support me, and I truly appreciate that gesture. It's one of those things when I started channel memberships up on my channel, and I just didn't know if anyone was ever going to do it, so I truly appreciate everyone taking the plunge, taking a leap of trust, and investing in me as a content creator. Truly makes a difference for me each and every month. If you haven't already thought about becoming a channel member, you might want to contribute to the channel, and I do put everything back into the channel to make it the best possible place to watch for Pokemon TCG content. Again, I truly appreciate everyone. Thank you so much. Cheers. I truly appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch this video. It means the world to me. And my goal with this channel is to spread my love of the game and knowledge with our entire Pokemon TCG community. If you haven't already, help signal boost this video to other Pokemon TCG fans by liking it, sharing it with your friends, and subscribing to the channel. Hopefully we reach our goals really soon. Check out this recommended video, and have yourself a great day. Thanks.